Time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Thursday, August the 14th, 2025. Brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Graveside service for Christine K. Fresquez, 46 of Rockwall, is set for 10 o'clock this morning, Thursday, August 14th, at the Muleshoe Memorial Park, with Dr. Stacey Connor officiating. Christine passed away peacefully Thursday, August the 7th in Rockwall. She was born October 29th, 1978 in Dallas to Richard and Karen Mayhew Bomer. She married Jose Fresquez in Santa Fe, New Mexico on April the 24th, 2015. Christine was born in Dallas and was raised in the suburb of DeSoto, where she lived with her parents and older brother until May of 1998. She was active in school, church, and sports. She excelled as a softball pitcher. She loved roller skating, being with her friends, and modeling clothing for JCPenney's were some of her favorite pastimes. During high school, she worked at a Sonic drive-in, earning enough to pay for her dream car, a red 5.0 Ford Mustang. Christine enlisted in the U.S. Marine Corps and reported to boot camp May of 1998. During her time in the Marines, she reached the rank of sergeant and deployed to Okinawa, Japan, where she oversaw the maintenance of helicopter engines. While in Japan, she met her first husband and separated from the Marine Corps in 2003 to start a family. After a short marriage, Christine returned to Dallas and gave birth to a baby girl, the light of her life. In 2008, Christine enrolled in flight school, earning her helicopter pilot license, then joined the Texas Army National Guard with the intent of being a pilot for the Guard. Shortly thereafter, due to the onset of autoimmune disorder known as polymytosis, Christine left the Guard and enrolled in college, where she earned a bachelor degree in aviation sciences from Utah Valley University, graduating with honors. It was during her time as a college student that Christine was involved to intern at Southwest Airlines in Dallas, and by the time of her graduation, she was a full-time employee at Southwest Technical Operations and then ultimately Networks Operations Control. It was at Southwest Airlines that Christine met her husband, which she married in April of 2015. For the next 10 years, Christine carried out her greatest role in life as a wife and mother. She was the anchor of faith, a source of endless wisdom and unshakable integrity, and the fountain of joy and love for her entire family. Christine is preceded in death by her grandparents, Charles and Joe Mayhew, and James F. Bomer and Louise Bomer. Christine is survived by her husband, Jose, her son, Cross Fresquez of Flower Mound, her daughter, Stacy K. Jones of Rockwall, her mother, Karen K. Nichols, and her husband, Nikki of Muleshoe, her father, Rick Bomer, and wife, Deb of Arlington, her brother, Rodney Bomer, and his wife, Nikki of Key West, Florida, her in-laws, Enrique and Teresa Fresquez of Allen, and Daniel and Cynthia Fresquez of Allen as well. The family suggests memorials be sent to the Muleshoe Memorial Park, P.O. Box 373, Muleshoe, Texas 79347. Online condolences can be made at www.ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating, graveside service for Christine K. Fresquez, 46 of Rockwall, is scheduled for this morning at 10 a.m. at the Muleshoe Memorial Park this Thursday, August 14th, here in Muleshoe, with Dr. Stacey Connor officiating. Memorial service for Troy Moore, 54 of Muleshoe, was held Monday morning, August 11th at the First Baptist Church. Troy died Sunday, August 3rd in Muleshoe. He was born July 7th, 1971 in Dallas to Troy and Vivian Akers Moore. Troy loved golf. That included golf trips, working on the golf course, his golf buddies, the Muleshoe Country Club, and all of his friends there. He enjoyed traveling, especially to Brownwood and the lake. Troy was a bougie dresser and loved his clothes. He was also a foodie, loved to eat steak, and was constantly sending food TikToks to his friends. Troy was a Jeep enthusiast and liked riding around in his Jeep. He also enjoyed four-wheeling, guns, and music, especially rock and Texas country. Troy loved life He had a heart of gold. He would give anyone the shirt off his back and made an impact on all who knew him. Troy loved his grandkids as well as his daughters, who he helped raise with his ex-wife Diane. He is preceded in death by his father and a brother-in-law, Rob Donaldson. Troy is survived by two daughters, Heather Moore of Muleshoe and Brittany Moore of Muleshoe, his mother Vivian Minning and her husband Rocky, a sister, Vicki Donaldson of Amarillo, two brothers, Scott Moore of Muleshoe and Mark Moore of Lubbock, five grandchildren, Elijah, Lila, Cameron, Logan, and Spencer, and his friend for life, Diane. The family suggests memorials be sent to the Muleshoe Country Club, P.O. Box 733, Muleshoe, Texas 79347, and online condolences can be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating memorial service for Troy Moore was held on Monday, August 11th at the First Baptist Church. Please keep the whole Moore family on your prayer list today. Well, there is a new group starting up here in Muleshoe, focus on the community, and it's called All Hands on Deck, and it's being spearheaded by Chris Martis. Their first meeting will be on Monday, August the 18th at 6:30 p.m. at the Senior Center Building, 319 Main Street here in Muleshoe, and everyone is welcome. Come get to know your neighbors, a community gathering, brainstorming for the future. They'll have monthly family-friendly evenings getting to know your neighbors, supporting each other in friendship. It takes a village to make a family community. This All Hands on Deck meeting, first one, again, will be Monday, August 18th at 6:30 in the evening at the Senior Citizen Center, the Odina Wagner Senior Citizens Building on the corner of Main and Avenue D, 319 Main Street. If you want more information, contact Chris Martis at 806-778-9090 or at the Chamber of Commerce, the manager there, Bernadette Bradley, 806-729-0763. Again, this first meeting of All Hands on Deck, Monday, August 18th at 6:30 p.m. at the Senior Citizens Building, 319 Main Street, right here in Muleshoe. Well, another group that borrowed the Senior Citizens Building for their big all-school reunion was the Muleshoe Ex-Students Association, and we shared a week ago a picture of Larry Seals, the president of the Muleshoe Ex-Students Association, presenting the Senior Center's president, Earl Behrens, a check in appreciation for using their Senior Center building as they had their all-school reunion on July the 5th. And Larry Seals, the president of the Ex-Students Association, reported to us that 225 former Muleshoe students attended that all-school reunion held on July the 5th all day here in Muleshoe. So that is great. But find that picture, Larry Seals presenting the check to Earl Behrens, in our Twitter feed, Blue Sky feed, also on our Facebook pages, and the Bailey County Senior Center's Facebook page as well. Speaking of the Senior Citizen Center, for lunch, they begin serving at 11:30 a.m. every weekday there at Main and Avenue D. For Friday, August the 8th, they'll have fish or chicken strips, borracho beans, green peas, tossed vegetable salad, low-cal French dressing, whole wheat rolls, tropical fruit mix. Then next week on Monday, August the 11th, barbecue beef with barbecue sauce, smothered potatoes, pinto beans, apricots, and a wheat bun. Noon Tuesday, August the 12th, tilapia, lemon slice, whole kernel corn, coleslaw, cherry crisps, and hush puppies. Wednesday, August the 13th, chicken fried steak, mashed potatoes, country gravy, stewed okra, seasoned corn, and a pumpkin square. Then Thursday, August 14th, grilled steak, mashed sweet potatoes, green beans, tossed vegetable salad, low-cal French dressing, whole wheat roll, and a tropical fruit salad. Then Friday next week, the same, the normal Friday meal, August 15th, fish or chicken strips will be on the menu. They begin serving around 11:30 a.m. every weekday, Monday through Friday, for a low-cost homemade meal at the senior center, and it's very, very cheap if you are a senior 65 and older. They're at the senior center, Main and Avenue D, but everyone is welcome to eat with them at the senior center. Well, time now for a message from our sponsor of our Muletrain News program for today, Leal's Mexican Restaurant, the original Leal's, right here in Muleshoe, 1010 West American Boulevard, where Victor, Debbie, Kika, all their wonderful employees welcome you and remind you they are open again now on Sundays, 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. at the original Leal's. So make it your Sunday tradition. Returns. Go to church and then come and eat a fresh, wonderful Mexican dinner at Leal's, 1010 West American Boulevard. Don't forget they have a full bar along with many mixed drinks, margaritas, along with many selections of beer now available at Leal's in Muleshoe. They have a happy hour every Saturday evening along with live entertainment inside the restaurant. They recently had a car drive through the wall there on the southwest corner of the building and damaged the restroom area, but they are trying to get that up and running, and so please forgive them as they are mitigating the disturbance there at the restaurant and get those restrooms back up and running. But Leal's is open, 1010 West American Boulevard. You are welcome every Sunday. They are open again 11 a.m. till 3 p.m. at the original Leal's, 1010 West American Boulevard, 806-272-3294. The Muleshoe Area Hospital District is pleased to announce as they have hired a new clinical services personnel director. Liz Chavez, her smiling face, will be now a member of the team at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. She spent 20 years working in the pharmacy at United Supermarkets and is wonderful to work with. Again, Liz Chavez is the new clinical services personnel director at the hospital. Also available to see patients now is Dr. David Warner, MD. He has moved to Muleshoe last year from the Dallas-Fort Worth area and is practicing now at the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, 701 South 1st Street. You can make an appointment with Dr. David Warner by calling 806-272-7544. Also new at the medical clinic is nurse practitioner Johnny Roberts, and I dealt with him a month ago or so, and he was wonderful to deal with. He is a new nurse practitioner at the medical clinic of Muleshoe, seeing patients 701 South 1st Street. Again, stop by, or you can call and make an appointment at 806-272-7544. New nurse practitioner Johnny Roberts and Dr. David Warner at the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe, and Liz Chavez is the new Clinical Services Personnel Director at the hospital. Well, I missed a few days last week as I went on vacation and had a college reunion with a lot of my tech friends in Indianapolis to see a couple concerts, and I was not able to take the readings and the measurements here in the backyard from our rain gauge and temperature gauges for the National Weather Service station for Muleshoe, so we lost out on a few days of that, but returned to doing it on Monday. But boy, did it get warm while I was gone. I saw one of the readings at the Mesonet over the weekend said 105 was the high one of those days. But in total for the month of July, now we can look at it in total, the average high was only 89 degrees. That's amazing. Not even getting into the 90s for a July. Our average low for the month of July here at Channel 6 at the weather station was 63. We got a total of 3 inches and 16 100ths rain, which gets us right around 12 inches total for the year of 2025 rain through today. We'll have to look at the Mesonet for the rain total as the last 7 days. The Mesonet station 2 miles south of Muleshoe got about 4/10 of an inch of rain. So we've continued to get a little rain here and there through and into mid-August. The Mesonet station for the year 2025 has 11 inches and 4/10 for Muleshoe. The Earth Mesonet station, which is in a field right next to Tolk Plant, has 12 inches and 28/100. As hot as it did get this past weekend, there is some ray of sunshine as fall is beginning to enter, and 3 early mornings this week so far we have dipped down. Our lows have been in the upper 50s, and so that is brand new as we start to cool down somewhat, especially in the early mornings, as we have had 3 mornings in the past 6 or 7 days that have dipped down into the upper 50s. But looking at our weather forecast for right here in Muleshoe for the next 7 days, this Thursday afternoon, sunny and hot, high near 99 degrees, south wind 10 to 15 miles per hour, then partly cloudy tonight, low around 68. Friday, mostly sunny, high near 96 degrees, so a little bit cooler. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then Friday night, partly cloudy, low around 67. Saturday, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms possible, mainly in the afternoon hours. Mostly sunny, high near 93 degrees, so somewhat cooler for the weekend. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Saturday night, another 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly before 1 a.m. Our low will be 67. Sunday, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon hours. Mostly sunny, high near 93. Then Sunday night, a chance of showers and thunderstorms again, mostly cloudy, low around 66. Chance of precipitation Sunday night is 30%. Monday, a slight chance of showers, then a larger chance of showers in the afternoon hours. So slight chance in the morning, a larger chance in the afternoon Monday. Mostly sunny, high near 91 degrees. Chance of rain is 40%. A 30% chance of rain Monday night, low around 65. Tuesday, a 40% chance of rain. Mostly sunny, high near 92. Tuesday night, a 30% chance of rain. Partly cloudy, low around 64. Wednesday, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Mostly sunny, high near 91. So good rain chances coming up as we enter the weekend and next week, and we will take them and be thankful for all the rain that we've gotten, as we have had a good steady year of rain in 2025 so far, and it looks to continue through next week. Well, many of you have met my lovely girlfriend Kelly, as she is a new grandparent. Her very first, her son Andy Woods and his wife Abby gave birth to Blue Jalen Woods on May the 15th in Covenant Hospital in Levelland. Other grandparents are Cruz and Melinda Tiarina, and great-grandparents are Ann and Ken Herzog, all of Lubbock. Welcome to our world, Blue Jalen Woods, and keep Andy and his wife Abby and Blue on your prayer list, and along with Kelly and everyone, as Andy has returned. He is in the U.S. Army and has returned to active service this week overseas. So keep Andy on your prayer list today. And welcome to our world, Blue Jalen Woods. God bless you. He is a cute one. Well, look on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com, as we have our interview with all of the brand new teachers in the Muleshoe Independent School District. And oh yes, we are back in action here as school began with the full student loads at all 4 campuses of the Muleshoe schools this past Wednesday. All the new teachers, including at Dillman Elementary, which is pre-K through second graders, Natalie Alfaro, Noemi Alvarez, Donna Gilchrist, Lillian Lutz, Delaney Martinez, and Haley Musgrave. At DeShazo Elementary, which is third through fifth graders, Hadley Boning, Zabri Hasselhoff, Vanessa Moreau, Myra Olivas, Zoe Regalado, Charla Stanford, and Carly Vasquez. Of course, Charla Stanford has been a longtime nurse at the Muleshoe Family Medical Clinic, and she will now be the nurse at DeShazo Elementary. She'll do a great job there, I'm sure. At Watson Junior High School, new teachers are Vanessa Brito Reda, Melissa DeVita, Alexandra Delgado, Esperanza Escabel, Sylvia Kinnemer, Jacob Rodriguez, Kendall Sneed, Cody Wiley, Sarah Whidden, Audra Blevins, and at Muleshoe High School, freshmen 9th grade through seniors, Michelle Chavez, Gabriel Harris, Marcos Herrera, Dustin Klofka, Melissa Klofka, Jay McCook, Kyler Musgrave, Charles Regal, Delisa Risley, Lupe Rivera, Carla Silva Martinez, Daniel Slate, Brody Sutterfield, and Aaron Witten are all brand new teachers at Muleshoe High School, and we hope all of these teachers do have a great year in 2025-2026. We mentioned Audra Blevins, new at Watson Junior High School. Of course, she'll be a regular teacher, but she is also the brand new coach of the brand new volleyball program that is about to kick off its inaugural season in the Muleshoe School District. We've never had volleyball before, but Audra will lead the Lady Mules in junior highs. They'll begin with junior high, and it will roll out incrementally upward to varsity over the next several years. But 7th and 8th grade teams will have their inaugural volleyball game this Monday, August the 18th, here in Muleshoe against the 323 Warriors. And the way I understood it, Bo Dickinson, our new athletic director, told us that they will play the volleyball games in the Watson Junior High gym and in the MHS Old Mulemania Gymnasium. The first game is at 5. The second game is at 6. 7th and 8th grade volleyball teams. Their inaugural game, I'm sure they'll be played at Watson Junior High Gymnasium Monday, August the 18th, beginning at 5 p.m. against the 323 Warriors. Not sure who they are, but they will be the very first opponents. Then they'll start on the road for the second game, August 25th, at Melrose over in New Mexico. All teams, 7th and 8th grade games are again 5 and 6 p.m. So good luck to the Lady Mules, 7th and 8th grade, as they begin their inaugural season of volleyball in the Muleshoe Independent School District. Well, the inaugural season for Bo Dickinson and his Muleshoe varsity begins. There'll be a scrimmage tomorrow on Friday at 6 p.m. right here in Muleshoe at Benny Douglas Football Stadium, David Wood Field against Dimmitt. And you'll get your first chance to get a look at the varsity Muleshoe Mules team as they will take on Dimmitt in a scrimmage tomorrow, 6 p.m. Friday, August the 15th at Benny Douglas Football Stadium. So go out and support the Mules. Then scrimmage 2 will be at home as well versus Shallowater on August the 21st at 6 p.m. here in Muleshoe. Then week 1 will begin right here in Muleshoe again. Our first game will also be our homecoming game. We will take on the Brownfield Cubs Friday, August the 29th. The kickoff will be at 7 p.m. We'll have more information about that game and all the homecoming activities when we get a little bit closer to that on the Muletrain closest. But we will be live streaming all the home games especially and doing a delayed broadcast of all the away games with our voice of the Muleshoe Mules, Elliot Davis. So we're so glad to have him back with us and kick off the 2025-26 Muleshoe Mules football season. Again, a scrimmage tomorrow, Friday, August 18th, August 15th, at 6 p.m. at Benny Douglas Stadium versus Divot. Scrimmage 2 will be at home as well versus the Shallowater Mustangs, August the 21st at 6 p.m. Then the first game will kick off regular season game versus the Brownfield Cubs right here in Muleshoe at David Wood Field, Benny Douglas Football Stadium on Friday, August 29th at 7 p.m. And as I mentioned, if you can't attend in person and cheer on the Mules, we will be live streaming all of those home games and a delayed broadcast on all the away games. Also, the homecoming will be our very first game versus Brownfield on Friday, August the 29th. There's also something else you need to keep in mind when it comes to football is before that first game on August the 23rd, and they don't have the day of the week. I believe that is a Saturday. Yes, Saturday, August 23rd from 6 until 9 p.m. in lieu of the Meet the Mules program they usually have, but they will have the Meet the Mules program during this. It will be Mule Mania Day, and it will be on Main Street in the 400 block of Main Street, Saturday, August 23rd, 6 until 9 p.m. Meet the Mules. They'll have food trucks, vendors, watermelon feed, live music, and a DJ. Performances from the MHS cheerleaders and band, mini mule cheer performance as well. And that is Mule Mania Day, sponsored by the Old Fashioned Barbecue in the 400 block of Main Street, Saturday, August 23rd, 6 until 9 p.m. Everyone is welcome. Well, on your prayer list today, please remember Bill Crenshaw, Donna Perry, Emily Bomer Towson, James Byers, Kenneth Henry, Sandy Chitwood, Louis Carlos Saenz, Stacy Connor. Also remember Jeff Kaufman. He had lost his voice when I spoke to him on Monday or Tuesday. Keep on your prayer list Cliff Black and Peggy Seagroves, Darlene Henry, Joe Bledsoe, Janie Carpenter, Joseph Carpenter, Marion Dooley, Dolores Harvey, Janice Snell and Carol Ring, Ted and Adele Trider, Lonnie Spratlin. On your prayer list today, remember all those families and friends grieving the recent loss of a loved one, including the family of Christine K. Fresquez. The family of Troy Moore needs to remain on your prayer list today. The family of Billy Ray Van Leer. The family of Patricia McClanahan. The family of Manuel S. La Brujita Ronquillo. The family of JoJo Green. The family of Phyllis Angeli, and the family of Marlene McDonald. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News program free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith. Fun at the Folklife Festival. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at BCEC. COOP.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
We were about unique characters and unique Texans. The festival became a family.
Joanne Andera has been director of the Texas Folklife Festival for 39 years. She has met some interesting people like Bill Brett of Hull, Texas, who built his own coffin.
When he was depressed or wasn't feeling too good, he'd go lay in his coffin and just kind of think about the world. At his funeral, they put him in the coffin that he built, and they wrapped him in his grandmother's quilt. And they had a horse-drawn carriage, and that took him to his final resting place.
Bill was one of the back 40 people where folk crafts were demonstrated.
He used to come to Folklife and bring his moonshine, his fortified vitamin C, as he'd call it. He'd go around the back 40 and have everybody have a little nip just so they could taste what real moonshine was supposed to be about.
Crawfish races were big events, and Hondo Crouch of Luckenbach fame loved them.
And he carried his vodka in his boot, and one of their crawfish died, and so they got a funeral together, and Hondo sort of led it. They got a couple of nuns, and they dug a burial plot in one of our berms, and they had this huge parade. And when they laid the little crawfish to rest, Hondo whips out his vodka out of his pocket and pours a little bit on him, and we covered him up. So these are the unique people that made the Folklife Festival what it is.
The Folklife Festival is at the Institute of Texan Cultures in San Antonio the first weekend in June.
We have contributed to preserving the history of these people. We have hundreds of files. I'm very proud of what this event has done. I know people that met at the Folklife Festival that have been married for 30 years. I know friendships that have been made here that have lasted for the 48 years. So it's a very unique event.
Joanne Andera of San Antonio. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.